Hi, my name's Oliver, and I'm a consultant here at Tribe365. And I wanted to introduce our leader and exec community, which we're retailing at £10 per executive, leader, owner per month. It's all about getting grip on human performance, your own and everyone else's. And hopefully you'll see why this is so important just through these slides I'm going to take you through. So when it comes to performance, it really comes down to engagement of brains. The more you know in yourself that you're focused on something and you really believe in it, and you can see what's required, and you understand all the distractions that sit around you, and that comes through our learning. You can perform up here. If you don't really believe in what you're doing and there are lots of distractions that you don't really know how to manage, performance can get very poor. There you go. It is as simple as that to some degree. And really being a leader, having that privilege of leading and shaping organizations, there is bad and there is good. And bad is when you create environments that are more repressive and don't facilitate real growth, in individuals, and you don't get what you're looking for either. You spend your time looking at people and going, why didn't they see that? Why can't they go above and beyond? Why are they not pushing more? What makes this all so complex? And it will just be down to the level of engagement that you're facilitating within your environment. But knowing where to start with that is sometimes very complex and almost obscure. We give you that information, long story short. Ultimately, the world has an epidemic of low engagement. It's estimated about 20% of our global workforce is engaged. And it's costing our economies around $8.9 trillion per year, which is double the UK GDP. It's vast, and we don't really understand it as a society, as a community. That with our information, that changes, and that's why we've made this product so accessible, because we want global change, and hopefully you'll recognize that and join us on the journey. So yes, that is our goal, is to create great leaders, and we do that through all our understanding here at Tribe365, with our partners, neuroscientists, ducks in a row, BTFA, Believe, Think, Feel, Act, neuroscience program. It's underpinning a lot of our work. High PBs, honesty, inclusiveness, purpose, balance, structure. You're going to see it all here. We've got an immense amount of information that the funny thing is, it's not turnkey solution. It's a question of, well, okay, constant reflection, helping your brain reprogram all of the time, because you'll always find new limits, and that will trigger you into the worst spaces sometimes. And it's how do you pull back from that? And having a safe environment like ours can help you just think about things and get back to great spaces to really build forward positively from. And hopefully that all makes sense. And what will you get with the package? Well, you'll get all the understanding to start realizing what the importance of the autonomy is, why collaboration is the only position we all need to be in, and then start maximizing engagement. And you can either interact with us via email or use our app. It's all included with the same subscription. Ultimately, we'll push you on the own your autonomy side first, so that you can really understand, oh, okay, I am always in charge of myself, and what does that mean? And how to maximize your performance in that space. We've got surveys that you'll go through if you want to. Like I said, it's at your own pace. You're paying a subscription, and we'll take you as fast or as slowly through that as you want. And then you've got exposure to the whole HPTM program, which brings together BTFA, Believe, Think, Feel, Act, neuroscience program, as well as the high PBs, honesty, inclusiveness, purpose, balance, structure, all into one space, high-performing team members. And you'll get surveys. So you'll get all of this, as well as we'll be recording weekly videos with fellow peers, talking about the various challenges they've faced, and you'll be exposed to that, as well as having a dedicated consultant like myself to support you on your journeys. And you can reflect as much with me or my colleagues as you want, and we can just talk about where things need to go. So hopefully that feels a reasonable package for £10 per month. Just reinforcing your journey. First thing to work on is you being autonomous, then understanding the importance of collaboration and what that looks like and how to shape it within an environment you're in, and what alignment looks like. And then all about maximize engagement, looking at, well, how do we constantly improve? How do we measure all of this? And what does that all look like? And like I say, if you focus on maximizing your autonomy first, really understanding that, then understanding what collaboration really looks like and how you can structure that and make sure it's constantly going on, and then what engaged really means. And then where does this all come from? And just a whistle-stop tour of the program, you can see honesty, inclusiveness, purpose, balance, structure in the red. And that's really the owning your autonomy bit. That's where we always start. Think about yourself. Well, I'm in charge of my journey. What do I need to focus on to constantly maximize and make my journey as efficient as possible? And then what does it need to look like within an environment? What does it look like at organization level? And then within team level, what does it start to look like when we're collaborating and working together? And of course, BTFA underpinning everything. This is the understanding of brains. We're all built for efficient survival. What does that mean? And why is that so important when we're working with each other? Our brains are vast, and they're constantly working out the most efficient routes of survival. And depending on our journeys in life, that can look very different, but that's not a bad thing. That's something to be, taken advantage of and made the most of. And how do we use that to really facilitate immense growth in our environments? Yes, the app, I would suggest, take advantage of that. Quickest link to us. We're constantly reinforcing reflection. So daily pop-up at about 4 p.m. where you'll be asked, how's your day? And just clicking a button and starting to think about, well, where are you? And if you're not in a great space, start doing something about it, reflecting with us or yourself, or with all the information you have available, and just start thinking about how do you get into a better space and facilitate everyone around you. So hopefully that's given you a bit of an understanding of what you'd be getting out of £10 per month, and hopefully that feels like something you'd love to do. And we can start maximizing engagement in all our environments, at home, at schools, within our sports places, social spaces, and understanding what that really means, and creating much better moving forwards, because really when it comes down to it, engagement is about the most important thing we have when we're supporting others on their journey. So hopefully that's made a bit of sense. Do email team at Tribe365 to start the journey, and we look forward to working with you then. Thank you very much.